welcome back to this week's weekly roundup, number 6 I do believe that we're on. So what's been going on this week? So starting off with the kind of musical side of things, I've just been fulfilling patron requests this week, at the start of this week, or really as and when they come in. But very quickly, for those of you guys that are joining me new here, maybe you've never seen one of these weekly roundup things before, or these roundup things, these roundup videos before. Patreon is, I'll put a link to Patreon directly underneath, but Patreon is a site where you can pledge as little as $1 per month, and for that you get access to anything that I put on my Patreon feed, which mostly what I'm putting up on Patreon is sheet music arrangements, or easy sheet music arrangements. So maybe you guys want a version of, I don't know, maybe you want Tokyo Ghoul arranged for easy violin, and the sheet music doesn't exist for easy violin anywhere on the internet. That's where I come in. So you can pledge, request for me to write out an easy arrangement for you. I post it on to Patreon, and bam, you get the sheet music for it. So I'll put something in the description underneath, but there really is absolutely no catch to any of this, you guys, at all. You just simply pledge as little as $1 per month, and you get access to everything I put on my feed. That is that. What else have I been doing this week? See, I don't write things down, so like I don't write a schedule of things that I do. I just kind of, I get the work in, and then I just do it, and I get it. Oh, I tell you what I was doing. I was at a wedding. I was at a wedding on Saturday. Today is Monday. I'm a bit day late filming this. So I had a wedding on Saturday in Suffolk, and I had everything all prepared in my mind, and all the equipment and everything to film or to vlog as much of the wedding as I could. And I got there, and it turns out I didn't bring the bloody camera, so I couldn't do any recording. Sorry, I didn't even get any pictures, so I did. But what I did do, I think I can show you the music. So this is what I do when I, this is what I do when I prepare for weddings. So generally when I go and play at weddings, I'll play unaccompanied on my acoustic violin for the ceremony, just because I think it's nice. It's like just having a string quartet or a harp. So I don't play the electric violin. I don't play with backing tracks. I just think I'm very old school in a way. I am very classically trained, and I guess I kind of like to stay true to those roots. Anyway, so what I tend to do is make up these little booklets. But these are how I make these little books. So I just make like a cover, which I just print. I don't know if that's reflecting. I don't know if you can see that. But it just says modern unaccompanied wedding repertoire. I think you can just about see that on there. So it's just printed out, and then in it is really just like bits of sheet music. So Your Song, Can't Help Falling in Love, anything that I think is modern but I can play like unaccompanied. I do need to have a look through this and change this, but I've got Only Girl by Rihanna. This is more of an acoustic version. What else have we got in here? I don't really tend to play that one. All of Me by John Legend, so I've got that in there as well, and that's quite nice unaccompanied. I know I've got 1,000 Years by Christina Perri as well. Can You Feel the Love Tonight from The Lion King, that's quite nice unaccompanied. So anything that's kind of ballady or just sort of more modern unaccompanied. I don't always want to be playing things like, you know, 21 Pilots at a wedding. It's sort of, you know, not sort of quite appropriate really, but it does depend on what the bride and groom want. But this is generally when the guests are coming into the room, but I'll just generally tend to play a selection. And then once I've done that, then I'll have something like this ready. So there's lots of sheets here, but I'll generally tend to put these tags on the top. So for example, oh, it's all in the wrong order. So this is what the bride wanted as she came into the room. So I make up one of these little packs, I guess, when I go to every wedding, just so I know what I've got. I've got these books. I've got a classical version of this as well that I've made up. So I'll go through these books, and then when the time comes for when the bride makes her entrance into the room, this is when I'll play this one. So on Saturday, she wanted Canon in D. So I like having the little tags. I don't know if you can see that actually. There. So I like having the little tags. It says bride, register 1, register 2, and then exit, just so I know what I'm playing for and when. So for the bride's entrance, she wanted canon in D. Then for the, oh, that's the exit. So for the signing of the register, she wanted Chandelier by Sia. Then she wanted 1,000 Years by Christina Perri. And then she wanted Can't Help Falling in Love by Elvis Presley. I only played Can't Help Falling in Love and 1,000 Years. I didn't get around to playing the Chandelier, but I usually ask the bride for about 2 to 3. Sometimes the signing of the register takes a little bit longer than they have the photographs after it as well. And then finally I played How Long Will I Love You, which is sung by Ellie Goulding, I think, and I played that at the end. So yeah, that's kind of how I prepare for the wedding. So I make up these kind of little packs, so I know exactly what I'm doing, and I put them in order on the stand, so I'm ready to go with those. And then I was also playing for the drinks reception afterwards, where they have canapes, champagne, lots of the bride and groom have photographs and all that kind of stuff. And that's the electric violin, and then I'll just play my usual repertoire on the electric violin, which is generally just kind of modern stuff, so I'll add to it all the time. So Closer from the Chainsmokers, Grace Kelly, Demons by Imagine Dragons. I've got Heathens, Believer, Human by Rag and Bone Man, The Greatest, Sia, Hallelujah, Valerie by Amy Winehouse, Chandelier, Million Years Ago by Adele, just that kind of thing. Malibu, Miley Cyrus, Counting Stars, John Legend, All of Me, because that is quite a nice one with the backing. So generally that kind of thing. So that's what I was doing. So unfortunately I have no footage of that, and I have no photographs, which is entirely unhelpful, but I just thought, I don't know, maybe you might want to know a little bit about how I go about sorting out the music for those. And then finally, after I've just finished filming this video, I was actually going to do some more recording for my performance channel, and I was going to actually show you a little bit of how I did that, kind of maybe vlog that and add that to the end of this video that I'm about to do. But I don't know if that's like really boring or not. I think it's really boring, but you guys kind of surprised me, and sort of, you know, what I think is really boring is like not really boring. But I was going to set all my recording equipment up and just record myself doing those recordings, just so you can see how I do them, or you know what, I don't know. I don't know, maybe I might talk through it, or I might be able to show you, just quickly show you what I'm doing on the computer, and just very quickly how I do that. I don't really want to go into too much detail with that, because again, I just don't know how boring that's going to be. But yeah, I don't know. I'll do that at the end of this video, and then you guys can tell me whether you want me to do a separate video on that. Maybe you want to see a little bit more about it. So anyway, I'm going to stop now, and I'm going to get on with some recording, otherwise I'll never get anything done this afternoon. And I will leave it here for now. If you guys want to see the recording or want to see how I edit, then stay on, and I'll edit some of that in after this. But if you guys are not interested in seeing that, that's fine. I will see you all in next week's weekly vlog. And I think by the time I see you next week, so it's Monday today, yeah, so by the time I see you on next week's weekly vlog, everything, all the August requests on Patreon will have come out. So they come out on the 2nd of September. So all the requests on Patreon that everybody's requested throughout August all come out on the 2nd of September. I still release stuff throughout the month. These are just requests that have, or the music that has been specifically requested by you guys. So they will be out on Saturday. Stay tuned if you want to see how I do my recording, but if not, then I will see you in next week's weekly vlog. Bye! So the program that I use to do my recording is called Studio One. This is all I ever have used. This is actually Studio One Producer. All I'm going to do is open up a project. Okay, so I've already recorded Honest from the Chainsmokers in here. So this is the piano part of Chainsmokers, and I've already recorded the violin part. There's some harmony going on here that I've recorded. Sometimes I don't record the violin part all in one go. So let me just mute that and unmute these, so you can just, I'm not sure if I've released the video for this. I'm pretty sure I have. Yeah, I have. Yeah, this is already on my channel. So hopefully, no, it's not coming out the speakers. Hang on. You need to just set it. So what I do as well, this is a Presonus Firestudio mobile. So what this does, this is where you connect your microphone. So I've got my Violin microphone that I use. You can't just plug microphones and things into laptops and computers. You need like an interface. So this is the interface, and then this talks to the computer via this wire here, and now I just need to set that up. So I'm going to change it to, it's called Presonus Firestudio. There we go. So now let me just turn that down. Okay, so that's all set up, and now it's just coming out of my Rokit speakers. So that's pretty much it. So that's the track. They're all the tracks that I've got there, and I'm going to mute those because I don't want to hear those right now. What I am going to do is record Human by Rag and Bone Man. So say this is the piano track there. I know it's not very loud, I've just turned it down. This microphone is an Audio Technica ATM350, and it's a condenser clip-on microphone. This microphone picks up absolutely bloody everything. So I can't record if the bloke down the road is mowing his lawn, because it picks up everything. If there's kids screaming outside, it picks up that too as well. It's a very, very good microphone, but it picks up absolutely everything. That's how I set everything up. It's not really complicated. I mean, if I can do it, anybody can do it really. So I'm just going to get everything set up as I need to. I'll put the camera back on the stand, and then I'll get on and record some stuff. Okay, so what I've done is put everything into the headphones so that you won't hear any piano backing now. You'll hear me playing. I can hear the piano backing in my headphones, but that's all you're going to be able to hear. And I've just got the music sitting right in front of me there. I was just about to tune up the violin. I'm just going to go straight and record it now. Literally, I know you guys probably can't see anything see exactly what's going on the screen, but a green line will start to come up when it's sort of as it's going along and it's recording again. I don't really know if you can see all that, but this is just what I do when I'm doing my recording. So there, for example, there was a little, I don't know if you heard that on the camera, but there was one of those little E string squeaks that you get. It happens to everybody, even those that are professional violinists, it happens to everybody. They just edit those bits out. I'm going to keep that bit in so you guys can see that. But what I would do now is probably, I would go back to where I was just going to do the chorus. probably just go back to that bit, delete that bit out, and just start again from that bit. So that's why I have two kind of tracks on the violin, so I can cut in and out. So what I don't want to do is have to do the whole thing all over again, so I just don't see the point in doing that. The rest of it was absolutely fine. I can just tweak around with that, whatever. I'm happy with that part of it. It's just a bit from the chorus onwards, and I had a bit of a gap where it just 2, 3, 4, 1. So that's long enough for me to just splice that bit off, get rid of that bit, and then do it again. And then I'll just record that bit again. And that's pretty much exactly what I would do. And then what I would do after that is just put some reverb on the track, maybe just tidy the track up a little bit, make sure that none of the levels are peaking, just kind of put everything together. And then I would just record the actual video performance of that to go with that. And that's how I do the recording. So I know it's kind of a little bit of a snapshot kind of overview, but that's what I do with the recordings. Anyway, for those of you that have stayed till the end, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this little bit here that I added on extra, and I'll see you in next week's weekly video. Bye!